What's up, guys? Gaming with Cam here, and today, welcome back to, welcome to Gears of War 3 Art Omega tutorial download. I know I already made a video on how to download the game though, but I want to do a more detailed explanation so you guys can follow the steps and actually download the game easier, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a more detailed way. Okay, so first what you want to do is you want to download Discord or go on the Discord app, and then you want to go on the Discord website or the Discord app. It doesn't matter what you have. You want to go on Discord, and then you want to go find a server called Art Omega Beta. The server looks like this. I'm gonna copy. I might copy the server link, or you could just search up the server name like this: Art Omega Beta Discord server. You could search the server up like this, although it won't appear though. Then once you're in the server called Art Omega, ignore the Spanish here. If you don't understand Spanish, then that's okay. But if you're in the Art Omega server already and you don't know how to download the game, I'm going to show you how to do it. So once you're in the server, right, you want to scroll down and click this little tab right here called Link Tutorial. You want to click that a bunch of times. I might copy this. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm gonna copy this link and put it right here for you guys to download the game. I'm gonna put the link in the description. The link is right here for you guys to download. Then once you're in Link Tutorial, you want to click on this Google Drive folder. Don't worry, it's not a virus. Art Omega is insanely safe to download. Click that. Then you'll be taken to this Google Drive page called Art Omega Manager Beta. You want to click on this file called artomega.rar, or if it's a zip file, it might be different for you guys, but it's a .rar for me. You want to download this file. It's a 55.3 megabyte file, so it shouldn't be that big. And as you can see, the file is downloading right here, and I'll see you until it downloads. Okay, now that you downloaded the folder, now that I downloaded the Gears of War Omega folder, it should be on my desktop right here. And then once you extract the folder to your desktop, you'll want to find this app called omegamanager.exe. You want to click that. I'll click this application right here, and then when it opens this page, that means you're doing all the steps right, and it should say an error, but you can fix this error by doing some steps. So what you want to do is you want to click on these things called parts right here. This is all the parts to build the game, to build Art Omega currently, and these are the updates to update the game to its best version. So what you want to do is click on part 1. I'll go to part 1. I'll click on download. It'll take you to Google Drive once again. I'll click on download anyways. This is 5.0 gigabytes. Just remember, all the files might be gigabytes since the game is very big to download. It's like very huge. Then go to part 2 after you're done with part 1. After you're done with part 1, it's the same gigabyte size as part 1. Okay, go back again. Click on part 3. Click download. Download anyway. Then go back. Click on part 4, download, then download anyway, Then click on part 5. Wait for it to load. It might be very slow though. Download anyway. I'll click on download. Close this. And then as you may see, part 5 is actually a megabyte file, so you don't need to worry about that. Then click on download anyway. And then after that, if you download all the parts for Gears of War Art Omega, then you should be good to go. And I'll see you when all of these have downloaded. Now that all the parts for the Art Omega game have downloaded, now we can fully download the game. Just to make sure, if you don't know how to get to these, certain parts right here, or these updates, I will link all of them in the description for you guys to download, and I'll also include the Omega Manager beta download in the description, also along with their Discord server. So now, after you have downloaded all of the parts right here, you want to go back into Art Omega Beta Manager, and then you want to click on this little button called Install. This is to install all the parts in Art Omega. Then you want to click that. And then it'll open like a WinRAR folder. A WinRAR like downloader. And it might take kind of long, but since WinRAR is fast, it won't take that long. So I'll see you guys when the download is fully finished. Then after all the files or parts have been installed onto Gears of War Art Omega, you would see this thing called Exit. Click OK. Click this minus button here. Go back to your desktop. Then right here in the Art Omega folder, as you can see, a bunch of more folders have been added to the thing. I'm gonna click on it, and then as you can see, there's these things called binaries, engine, and gear game. And what you want to do is click on binaries first. If you have a Windows 32, then you might want to run Gears of War Art Omega on Windows 32. Or if you have a 64, you want to run Gears of War Art Omega on the 64. Yeah. But since I have a 64, I'm just going to delete this Windows 32 file since it's pretty much useless. And then after that, once you downloaded all of the files, you want to click on Windows 64 in binaries, scroll down until you see this thing called geargame.exe. You want to click this and then wait for it to load. Then as you can see, this pop-up called Gears of War The Build will pop up referring to Gears of War Art Omega. Then you have to wait for it to load. And then after that, the game will finally load. As you can see, this is the menu. This is everything that you see in Gears of War Art Omega. And this is the entire menu. Hope you guys like the menu. As you can see, we had campaign, versus, horde mode, beast mode, and achievements, event calendar, and Xbox Live. Sadly, I think the game is only in a... Sorry, I didn't mean the game was only in Spanish. You can actually change the game language. I'm gonna show you how to do that, actually. So, in order to change the Gears of War Art Omega file language, in-game language, is what you want to do is go back into the Art Omega file, click on this folder called Gear Game. Right here, click on this file called config, and then you want to type in the search bar language. You want to type in that, and then you want to click on this file called Gear Engine, and then as you can see, the language is set to ESM, which stands for English Spanish. You want to delete that, and then replace the SM with the letters NG. This will switch your game language to English, so you can actually understand the game better and not get confused. Then what you want to do is click on File, click right here and press Save, or you can just do the shortcut Control Save. Then you want to close this out. You want to click on this other file called Gear Engine. There might be duplicate files. And don't worry, if it doesn't work, you can go back and try to do it again. We'll click on that, press save, close that out. We'll go back into binaries, click on Windows 64, and then we'll go back to Gear Game. Let's see if the language has been changed to Spanish to English. And yes, the game language has been successfully changed to Spanish to English. Now I can fully understand the Gears of War Art Omega language. Woo! By the way, to change your keybinds in Gears of War Art Omega, what you want to do is go back into the Art Omega file, go into Gear Game, and config. Then what you want to do is you want to Then what you want to do is you want to go in this file called default input. Then what you want to do, like I would just full screen it. You want to scroll all the way down until you see this called bindings used on keyboard and mouse. Okay, then what you want to do is change all these names to whatever you want. Like change all these names to whatever you want, and then once you change these settings, once you change these binds into different keyboard keys that you want, it will sync to your Gears of War 3 game, and all the keybinds will work. Currently, these are all of my keybinds in Gears of War 3 Art Omega, since it's the best way I can play. So after you're done editing all your keybinds, what you want to do is go to File, click on Save. But then you will see the screen pop up. It would say Save as New for some reason. I don't know why it does that though. Even when I click on Save, it still won't let me save it. Even Control S won't work. So to fix this problem, what you want to do is you want to edit this file's name currently. So you want to backspace, then name it whatever you want. Okay, after you name this, close out, and then type in default input. And then as you can see, there's two default input files right here. You want to delete these two currently. I'll permanently delete them so it doesn't detect them anymore. Delete these files. Now you may think I'm crazy for deleting those files, thinking, oh, how are you gonna move in the game? How is the game gonna work? What I can do is, after that new default input file that you just made, go back to try to find the file that you just made right here. This is my current file. Then what you want to do is click on, right click on it, then click rename, and then right here type in default, just like that. Press enter. Then as you can see, the file is right here. Then what you need to do is you want to reopen Gears of War 3 Art Omega, and then all of your keybinds will be set. To download custom skins or do custom mods, what you want to do is you want to click on this thing called content. Then what you want to do is enable all these skins. Enable all these skins right here. To download custom skins, and click on apply. To change your graphics, click on this little tab right here called graphics, and then you want to choose which graphics that you want. You want original. I'm not sure what this says, and I'm not sure what this says. But my best graphics are this right here. Then you want to click on apply, and then as you can see, the graphics have applied. They won't apply until you reopen the game. So this was just a little tutorial. I wanted to show you guys in a more detailed way on how to download Gears of War 3 Art Omega, and that's all. And I will see you guys later. Bye bye.